My house.
Oh, God.
It's like no ordinary.
That's right. I'm playing a weird new game. No, it's not a new game. This game's ages old. It's over a decade old now. Crap.
Hard to believe, huh?
Wow.
So a long time ago, while playing Sonic Adventure 1 in the casino area, I played a pinball stage that showed off a purple jester-like character that I was curious about. Years later, I saw a magazine cover that showed this character prominently as it was advertising a brand new game.
Taking it into power.
And finally, I was deathly curious to try this game out for myself because the idea of dreams, the idea of a dream world, and that was how I came to meet a particularly new Sega character.
NiGHTS.
Why, hello, my dears.
In her journey of... Here is its
Journey of Dreams.
Yeah, let's let it be known right here and right now. This thing doesn't really have a gender, so we'll just work it out the best we can.
And CG is beautiful, as most Sega intro CGs are.
Seriously, especially around this time.
This was around the...
Honestly, just wish the rest of the game was as beautiful as this, but this was back in the days of the Wii.
Nightopians. So this is... What would you consider this? Some people consider it to be a sort of sequel, others consider it a reboot.
It's kept so vague, you can honestly make it either or.
I know some people, spoilers, I know I read one fanfic like years ago because I used to be obsessed with NiGHTS. There was a fanfic that like had it be that Claris and Elliot were the mother and father respectively of the two new kids. and I remember the fanfic they're like, and I remember in the fanfic they're all like, "You used to wear your hair like that?" It's like, yeah, fashion was kind of weird back then. But no, welcome to the Nintendo Wii. This wasn't a launch title, was it? It was like
no, it wasn't.
It was early
it was definitely not a launch title.
NiGHTS Journey of Dreams, not Nights into Dreams. This game, it has a bit of a mixed, like, even personally, I have some mixed feelings about it. Having played it, I don't think it's horrible. It's not as bad as I used to. It's not as bad as I used to think it was. When I was a kid, I was not very good at this game.
Me neither.
But having played it, I honestly don't hate it too much.
The best way I could describe this game is that it definitely feels like something that needed more time.
Snruff strikes again.
Drawing, of course.
Snruff sucks.
Oh, wow.
How dare you degrade yourself like that?
But yeah, no, like
after James.
This game in general, it feels like it definitely needed more time to stew because, well, it's working off a foundation that a lot of people loved, and well, these kids suddenly showed up.
Well,
yep, meet the two new kids, Will and Helen. This new game no longer takes place in Twin Seeds. This now takes place in a new city called Bellbridge. And we have two new kids who are dealing with two new problems, unfortunately. Yeah, this is Bellbridge, aka Hyper London.
Yep.
With a freaking tallest tower.
It is a nice looking London, all things
Ooh,
considered.
look!
Helen is a violinist.
Just like me!
Also, I'm sorry, Bellbridge has a clock tower that is so tall, no one can tell what time it is. You can't see the... Oh, future phone.
What the heck?
Okay.
She wants to be social. And her mom's like, but the recital is in just a couple days.
But honey, the lesson isn't over yet.
But she wants to be with her friend. She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to be suckered down with violin. But it's important to her mom, and it's like how they bond. And Celia, you should learn organ from your mother.
Or accordion.
Anyway, here's some perfectly scooped ice cream. This must be a dream.
Ice cream.
Look at how it's bouncing on there.
Yeah.
I'll only eat it if it's one of those chocolate dip ones.
Aww.
James, you know what time it is?
Let me guess. It's time for nightmare fuel?
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely spooked me when I first played this.
Nightmares.
Yeah, this was definitely creepy.
Run, Helen, run before the nightmares get you and turn you into a mindless zombie.
It's almost the light.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, Helen, don't go into the light. It's too soon.
Credits roll. No. Oh, I should also mention right now, as with any Sega game, say what you will about anything else, I think the music is beautiful.
Agreed.
This music is glorious.
Very much
I love
so.
it.
And we suddenly just dropped right down.
Alright, we got some blue chips already, and it's time to meet the character that didn't need to be here at all. Also, by the way, welcome to in-game cutscenes that look nothing like the CG.
Like the quality's about as strong as, say, games from like Sonic Heroes and Shadow the Hedgehog.
Just look at those soulless eyes. This is Owl.
Those ruffled feathers. Although the animation isn't as bad as it was, at least they can emote a bit better than in 06.
That's true.
Not that that's saying much.
Yes. So yes, Seely. Now the world, as opposed to Into Dreams, Journey of Dreams actually has full-on cutscenes, fleshed out sort of plot, and random Cogsworth-like owls that have to be a stickler for fun.
Honestly, I wouldn't even mind this design with this character so much if it didn't look so freaking unsettling.
The eyes are too
I'm kind
small.
of curious because I know we're gonna get to this eventually. The voice work, was this also recorded in New York like the Sonic games were at the time?
I
Maybe.
think so.
Oh!
Oh,
I
hello.
recognize that
Or
flute.
maybe it was outsourced.
Hey, Knights. I'm gonna look up the IMDb now.
So I'm just gonna say this right off the bat. I love this redesign for Knights. It looks
I
a
do
lot more
too.
elegant. It looks a lot more elegant than what we had before, which I think,
Yes.
which honestly is fitting because this is the World of Dreams.
The trim of the vest, it's...
Hey there. Sorry about the old bird here.
And the voice isn't bad. I don't mind it at all. The characterization between... Now, here's the thing. Knights' character actually differs a bit between this and Will's Dream. Like,
My name is Knight.
it seems like Knights almost, like, plays to be more, like, compatible with both Will and Helen's personalities, which are different. Which we should talk about that for a second. Actually, I'll wait till the actual tutorial bit. Time for us to do the old dualizing and get to flying.
Yep.
Well, hey, I appreciate that they just get right to the point.
But so yeah, the gameplay is pretty much exactly what you would remember from Into Dreams, and they did a pretty good like recreation of it.
Assuming, of course, you're playing with traditional controls.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
another thing. I maybe that that's probably the other reason why I hated this game was originally, James, I played it with motion controls
Oh, you poor soul.
with the pointer. Then I said no, I'm using the joystick for
I
this.
don't know if I want to touch the creepy clown thingamajig.
It's okay. So let me just say right now, use the joystick.
Yeah,
Use
you're
a
better off with the
controller.
joystick.
Use some analog.
The
stick.
motion controls the motion control they try to implement in this game just doesn't work.
So let's learn about our tutorial.
All right.
Allow me to teach you how to fly. You see, the first thing that they're going to tell you immediately that you should try and use is something called Mind Sight, which is you point the Wiimote at the screen and you use the cursor, and that's how, and you would like point, and that would be how you fly around. Which already seeing how sensitive this frickin' thing is at the frickin' TV, it's
My major
not...
problem with the Mind Sight is that you don't even get like the freedom of the entire screen. You only get like it's
That little
very boxed
square.
in.
You're seeing
Yeah.
like the box, the invisible box keeps clipping around, like, and this is what they expect you to do precision flight with. It is
Yeah.
worse than the iToy,
Yeah, just don't bother.
which I did hear, Jordy, that the iToy Knights game
I mean, look,
that makes your arms hurt
even
because
he
you have to hold
agrees
on
that
so long.
Mind Sight can be tricky.
Let's just use this. In fact, why don't we even start with this? Just shatters it. So yeah,
Seriously.
that's the point
Yeah.
where I'm like, yeah, connect the nunchuck.
And I mean, as if it weren't for the fact that this piece right here is freaking gorgeous, this tutorial drags on for a little longer than it should. And Owl,
little
and
bit,
it's
yeah.
and Owl, and it's mostly Owl that's to blame because, well, that text
keeps
box
stopping
isn't
you.
going any faster.
Yeah.
Keeps stopping you in there. So controls are as you would remember from Into Dreams. You fly around. You're on a 2.5D track that is locked in, and you're just going along side to side. The camera work is handled for you. If you hold the A or the Z button, you do your drill dash, which is how you can catch up speed and attack things.
Whoa, easy does it.
Carefully.
Hey,
In
come on,
this-
get the links, get the links, get the missing
don't
links.
Go break,
In
don't go
this
breaking the
game-
link like that.
I'll do better. In this game, rings are... I don't know... I forget if they were as essential in the first game as they were here, but in this game, that meter in the lower left, that is your drill meter, or your dash power meter. You need that.
Yeah,
I
you
want
definitely
to say
need
that was. I want to say that was also a thing in the original Knights, but I could be wrong.
And the fastest way to get it is to go through rings, unlike me, who I'm trying to learn this game for the first time, right again. There we go.
How long's it been? Come to think of it, how long has it been since we did our original Knights look at?
I want to say...
7 months.
I thought it was like a year ago.
Wow, a year? Wow.
Let me look back. Hold on a second. I'll go back
Oh,
to my
and
list.
and looking into this, Owl Hype is played by Jeff Kramer,
Oh yeah.
That's-
who played York and Zack in Deadly Premonition. He's played Omega in Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games and in Shadow the Hedgehog. And let's see what else I can find here. He was Dr. Horace Pythagoras in Clue Finders, 3rd grade. I think that means
cool.
he was the kind one, not the mean one.
You're the mean one.
Yeah, he was.
Owl.
He was the good doctor, not the evil one that was voiced by Martinet, who just played an evil, smart Wario. Oh, and the other big thing that this game has is, of course, the para loop. If you make a quick little circle, then you can grab a lot of blue chips and points right off the bat, or kill enemies in one blow. So I'll just do a quick one here. Yay!
Lovely little blue chips.
And
What
you
it
also
tastes
you need them sometimes to pull chips that are out of your track range.
Oh yeah, but by the power of the 3-4 axis, I don't know how they properly pronounce 2D, but you can't get all of them, so that's why you got to parallel.
Okay, just to update real quick. We did the Nights into Dreams look at well, it was published in February, the end of February of this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would think we did it somewhere in the we recorded it somewhere in the beginning of the year. This was back when my internet was still kind of not as good.
There we go. Also, wow, I forgot. The voice of Owl also played Jaguar in Space Channel 5.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah.
Small world.
Little
Nice.
Yeah, and that was it. Just 2. The other thing is crap, I was gonna say something. Yeah, you have to do you can make larger para loops. I forget if there's a trick mode. I don't think there's a trick mode in this game like there was in the first game where you get a yellow ribbon. I think it's just your normal para loop.
Yeah, I think they kind of put a little less emphasis on the scoring mechanic of the original Nights into Dreams, which, I mean, not sure how many what people really think about that, but it is what it is.
There is one thing, is that if you want to get the quote-unquote true ending, you need to get at least a rank C in every mission.
Right.
So I'm going to be going for that at least.
And I'm just wondering how easy for you to screw up and get anything lower than a C.
I'm gonna hope I don't. Oh,
well, I hope you know, because you recorded this for us.
The darkness.
Because that explains why Knights didn't immediately go into the water during the tutorial.
And yeah, this is Helen Cartwright. Helen Cartwright has played no one else, and it's kind of evident with her performance in this game. I'm sorry. I think she's a child actress, and I think she was like the producer's friend or something, because I really don't like how she emotes or plays anything in this game.
Yeah. Not everyone's destined for greatness. I mean, look at the bastard who voiced Steve Burnside and Code Veronica.
Right, but yeah, it just didn't work. Oh yeah, a Nightopia.
Ooh.
That's one of the dream worlds.
You must have an idea.
I thought it was idea.
Yeah, I thought it was pronounced idea.
For some reason, I just imagined she misheard that and Steve said, "You must be an idiot."
What did you call me?
What did you just say?
I said idea, my dear. Idea.
She just chuckles. You mean the Chaos Emeralds? No.
Pretty much.
But no, that is pretty much this game's Chaos Emeralds.
The pleasure's all mine. Let's go then, Helen.
But yeah, Knights is a lot more in... Oh, bad guy!
Oh!
Uh-oh, hey!
Hello!
Long time no see.
Oh, great, it's this fabulous douchebag.
Hello, Riala.
The shadow to Knights' Sonic. Who, unfortunately, in this game and in all games, has now been wearing a fancy Renaissance mask ever since. And that's the one part of his design I don't like, because I do like his classic appearance.
To each their own. I think it sets him apart from Knights by a bit.
Yeah.
No, there's much more that sets him apart from him, but... Oh no, he's picking up Knights.
Easy does it on the cufflink, buddy.
Oh.
Riala is played by Casey Robertson, who has also played a character in Private Division. He played Caliburn in Sonic and the Black Knight.
That I did know, yes.
Interesting. Honestly, I'm surprised you didn't use that vocal tone for a Riala instead of whatever he's going for here.
His voice is all over the place in this one. He wants to show off his entire range with one performance.
Did he return to voice him in All Stars Racing Transform? Okay.
Yes, and in All Stars Tennis.
Yep, he's been the voice of Riala since.
To be fair, that was back when they still had the 4Kids actors.
Oh, okay.
And Sealy the Idia represent our inner beings.
Oh, yes, I see.
Oh, I got 2 of them.
And red equals courage.
She just starts shooting laser beams out of her hands.
Firing all my lasers!
But that is your decision.
Sorry.
Oh, by the way, I can do this too. Boop.
Oh,
it's like, what?
Bye.
You could have done that a minute ago. Anyway.
I forget it. I forget. Are cutscenes unskippable in this game?
I think they are, but I don't want to skip them. That's
fine. I just know.
Oh yeah, you know what? You're right. You know what? You're right. They are skippable because spoilers. There was at one point where I had a restarted level because I sucked at a particular boss fight, and you can skip through them.
Okay, that's a relief.
Yeah, they're skippable a second time at least.
Oh, a second time. Okay, that's fair.
I think so, at least.
Also, loading time's a bit odd, so I'm going to cut around it. Oh, NiGHTS.
They're so scared.
I like their design in this game.
Thank goodness they don't look as weird as they did in the original games.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like that word, hun.
Why, those?
They're not little dear, vertically challenged. They have feelings too.
Be very scared of the nightmare.
You doing okay, Steve?
12 minutes. New record.
Sorry.
I thought I was waiting for you to chime in on something.
Yeah, me too.
With Riala, especially.
Well, I don't really know what I can chime in with because honestly, I've never played either game before.
No.
Well, have you played? Well, I think I may have already asked. I think I may have already. No, shut up, Al. I don't know if you've ever. I don't know what you're. I don't think. I don't know if I already asked this question during Into Dreams, but like, have you played games and like and seen Nights and stuff at least?
Well, I've seen Nights. I've just never gotten around to play the 2 games before. I've been meaning to play the first game. It's just that I've never gotten around to it, whether it be for, needing to save the money for other things, being distracted by other games, or just wavering interest.
Or the fact that it's digital only.
Oh yeah. This wasn't on Wii U, Wii eShop, was it?
That's a Journey of Dreams? No.
No, it wasn't.
Fair enough.
I think by the time Wii games started being put on the service, Sega kind of gave up on them.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
All right, here we go.
So, considering that Into Dreams starts with this level, there's a lot of like lore build-up they do. But after this, now we're trying. It's no longer a race of time. Okay, it's no longer like a race of time like in Into Dreams was. This one is actually more of an outright physical race. We have to chase down that bird with the key, and that'll clear our first stage, the first part of it. Right?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Come on. Nice.
Got it.
Let's go back. The
Wait, you
score...
can go backwards?
Yeah.
Why didn't I know that?
Rats.
But you still got a C rank.
But maybe I should have gone forward to build up my score a bit more. Just like any other Sega game, this game likes to rate you, and it's all about it's all rating you on either how fast or how good of a job you can do collecting points. So build up a good combo, all that jazz.
Okay.
I mean, for all things considered, I do kind of appreciate this approach over what we had in the original Nights, because, well, you're not entirely... It's not like you're trying to, like, force yourself to get this many amount of chips or whatever in order to break the thing.
And that's right, you were trying to get chips, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's what it was, yeah, my bad.
I mean, granted, in this game, it's still encouraged to get chips, because I think they do improve your score.
Come on!
Got it.
Ugh.
Full... You. I love the gentle... I love the gentle parallel of... Sorry about that. Boop.
Ah!
Goodbye. And if in the middle of that you can... That's a move you have to learn later. You can grab onto something and then hit the dash button to quickly flick it away. Come on, better score.
Yeah,
Okay,
B!
That's better.
Brilliant. Get it?
Aha! I see.
B for brilliant.
So I'm actually curious. Hype. What would you say is like... Because actually now I'm honestly curious about this topic. What would you say would be like a Nightopia of yours? What would you say is like a happy, like, sanctuary kind of place that you could imagine a dream having?
You mean like what I would imagine a level? Are you asking like what a nice level would be like?
He's asking you for a happy place.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
I guess
happy
like just personally,
a happy dream
just
place.
like personally, what would you call a happy place? Nice.
Not really sure, to be honest. I guess what tends to cheer me up or whatever really just kind of depends on my mood or how I'm feeling at the time. Like, there are some things that stay consistent, but I'm not gonna lie, some of them I'd rather keep to myself.
That's fair.
Well,
That's fine.
I'm sorry, I don't,
consistent that you wouldn't mind sharing with us.
I don't want to make it
Things that are
uncomfortable either.
consistent,
Nice.
I don't know. Like, honestly, I never really took the time to really think about something like that before.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't want to make this. I don't intend to actually make it uncomfortable or something. I can share one of mine. First we're gonna be going against our first big boss because every stage has him. I forget how to pronounce this dude's name. Garania?
Yeah, I think it's Garania.
Or am I thinking
Look
of the
at him.
Majora's Mask boss? So the
What?
only other boss from
it's
Majora's
a
Mask
fish.
with the fish.
Oh.
Yep, he's a big one.
Oh, Garania. It was Garania. Okay.
Ouch! Holy moly!
Ouch.
Maybe I gulped. What was the name of the boss in Majora's Mask that was a fish?
Diorg or Georg? I don't know how you
New York. Okay, yeah,
George.
so Garania.
George.
So
George.
So the strategy for him is you gotta hit him in his forehead jewel, a quick dash, and now
Oh.
he turns into balloon. So quickly paraloop them all.
Yep, and it's
I thought he
not
turned it-
easy.
Looks more like he turned into Dippin' Dots.
He does actually.
He does kind of look like Dippin' Dots.
And it becomes smaller as a result.
Oh, so it's
So,
kind of
like-
like it's losses is made easier.
Oh, these green ones don't fill up your score, but they fill up your meter fast.
Yeah.
Back to you, Hype.
Have any of you guys ever had Dipping Dots before?
I have. I like them.
I don't
Whoops, too low.
come
I
on.
think I may have, but ow.
Honestly, you're not missing much.
Yeah,
And again, you don't
that
really-
was like ages ago.
And just like in Nights into Dreams, you don't really have a health meter. You just want to try and beat it in the time limit.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess to complete, a thought was, I like to think of a happy place. I had a dream like years ago, and it was God. And it was this. I remember finding it so serene. It was like a big coral reef that was entirely submerged underwater, but I could breathe underwater perfectly fine. And so I was free to like just freely just swim and explore that coral reef. It was really nice.
Nice.
Anywho's, that concludes our first foray into Helen's dream. Because I like to think this all is taking place on one particular night, even though the game itself will like to believe it's taking place on multiple nights. But yeah, with that said, join us because another big thing this game added is sub-games. In order to complete a Nightopia for good, we need to complete additional little bonus levels to move on to the next one.
It's kind of like Sonic
join
Unleashed
us.
in a way.
Kind of, yeah. So join us in the next part.
Till next time, guys.
Bye.
Pip
Bye.
pip cheerio.
Burning down the house.